Good afternoon. Hopefully everybody's having a good Friday, and it is football time. We had football last night. It was great. It was a beautiful thing. And now, Fantasy Now Plus has a IDP show. Yes, you heard it. It's IDP. It's going to be Josh and I. But tonight we have Justin Bowerly filling in for the old Wiley vet. He's over there doing some fun stuff in Vegas. So, without further ado, let's start the show.
You're listening to the IDP Show only on Fantasy Now Plus.
Hey, good afternoon.
What's going on?
Just living the dream. Having a great day.
Night. It's Friday night, and we're talking about fantasy football. Is there any better? Football's back. It's back.
We got some football coming up too. Yes.
Yeah, tonight. Oh God, excited. Tonight's game. Yeah, you're right. The Chargers and Chiefs in Brazil tonight.
It'll be a track meet.
Yeah. I got three plays on Underdog right now for tonight's game, so I'm excited. Hopefully, like some of it's a track meet, but I'm hoping some specific players don't have a track meet tonight because I got some I got some lowers tonight, so I'm hoping it's not so much of a track meet for some of those players.
No, last night was crazy. I mean, it
started
couldn't have gone better than last night. There was a lot of fireworks. Started the game off a little crazy. Keep that in your mouth, guys. Let's not spit at each other. We're all adults.
And did you see the video that Dak spit first?
Yeah, so I saw him move away from the huddle and then spit at Jalen.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, so I get that like Jalen Carter's spit actually hit Dak, but Dak spit first at him, and they're already talking about like calling more on unsportsmanlike penalties. But if that was seen, could you imagine before the first play of the game is even happening, first snap of the NFL season, Dak Prescott gets ejected from the game?
It sounds about right.
Yeah, that would be absolutely crazy. What's going on, Jamie? Love some IDP. He's got the IDP Center on YouTube, so you guys might have to hook up sometime. CMC is out. No,
is it?
No,
I don't know about that.
He didn't practice today. He's out of practice today, but I don't think he's out. I think he's still going to play this weekend. I don't. That whole situation's odd and weird.
I sure hope it's not Brian Robinson. They're trotting out there. Oh Lord!
Could you imagine? Just okay. No, let's not talk about that. Hey, before we get into the show, I just want to thank all of you for coming. Be sure to follow us, Fantasy Now Plus, anywhere on social media. You should hit us up on Instagram, Blue Sky, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, all the places. And we are presented by the Finstock Sports Network. We love Bobby and everybody there. So if you're a Dolphins fan, be sure to subscribe to them. The link is in the description to subscribe to that channel as well. They've got all sorts of content over there. A ton of content, like not even just Dolphin stuff. They've got wrestling. They've got, fantasy stuff there as well. So there's a bunch of stuff there. And then as you can see below us, we are now officially partners with Underdog Fantasy. New customers can sign up today. And when you play $5, you get a $50 bonus funds right into your account after you play that first $5 using the code FN Plus, or you can use again the link in the description. It should be the first link in our description. So sign up today, play $5 tonight. We got games tonight that you can play and get $50 bonus funds. I've been having a lot of fun. I put $10 in. I think I got a total of $65 or bonus funds total, and have just been having a lot of fun with picking random games. I mean, they're fun. They're fun.
It's just one more thing. It's just one more thing for us to watch the game, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's exactly it. Because all night last
more
night,
excitement.
I was like,
Yeah.
"Where is AJ Brown? Like, where are all of my hires on AJ Brown? All of them failed me." It was tough. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's not Michigan for you though. So someday you can sign up using FN Plus.
Soon, maybe we'll see.
So Pudge, why are we here today?
We are here for some IDP, and we had some IDP last night, didn't we? Zach Bond looked like he was, in the same exact position that he left off in. I had suspicions that he was going to, drop off a little bit. And our thumbnail that we created, what day was that on? Sunday? Monday?
I think I created it Monday for this show, and
who got the lone sack in that game? Marshawn Kneeland. Yeah, baby. Go pick him up right now. He only had 3 tackles. He had 1 tackle for a loss, but he had the sack. He was the lone sack. And Jalen Hurts is not easy to bring down. That kid is a 2nd-round draft pick. They drafted him to, take over that side, and pair him up with Michael Parsons. Well, Michael Parsons is gone. He's going to run that right side. And the Eagles have a very, very, very good line, probably 1 or 2 in the NFL. So for him to get 3 tackles and a sack on his first game of the season, that's a good foretelling. And I'd go pick him up now because he didn't have a huge game, but in the stat column, I think he had 14 points per our IDP, which is, we stack tackles for loss, hit on the quarterback, things like that. But if he gets 1 or 2 more tackles a game and he gets a sack, or he keeps on with those tackle for losses, he's going to be a mainstay in everybody's lineups.
Yeah. What do you think about how Jordan Davis played last night? Career high in snap count because of Jalen Carter, getting ejected before the first play of the game. 53 snaps, 6 tackles. He had 14 points last night. Do you think he showed enough to get more snap count for the remainder of the season? Or do you think this is, Jalen Carter missed time?
Jalen Carter is one of the best defensive tackles in the league.
Yeah.
So, if not the best,
could run 2.
It would be great.
I was at the combine when Jordan Davis was out there, and that's all you heard is Jordan Davis did this, Jordan Davis did that. I'm like, oh my God, this dude is a monster. And then of course he goes to the Eagles with all the other Georgia Bulldogs. So I thought
he's an absolute athletic freak.
He is
weirdly awesome,
weirdly athletic freak.
Yeah. I was actually looking forward to seeing Jihad, but Jihad, he didn't really have a lot of plays last night. That's the linebacker out of Alabama that they took in the first round.
Jihad Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was not the game that I thought he was going to have, but he looked promising. But the way that they were running the ball, oh man, I couldn't believe that Javonte Williams was stacking up all those yards and 2 touchdowns to go with it. So I didn't think that they were going to be able to run the ball on the Eagles like that. But then, Carter goes out. So boom, that happens.
Yeah. Let's answer not IDP question here. I know it's an IDP show, but let's answer this question here. Shifty's 49er talk. Start 1 in standard scoring. So, no PPR. Marvin Harrison Jr. versus New Orleans. Jerry Jeudy versus Cincinnati, or Xavier Worthy tonight against the LA Chargers. So I'm gonna go first here. I just talked about this on Wednesday. Jerry Jeudy against the Cincinnati Bengals. This is a sit for me this week. If you go back and look at his time with the Browns against the Bengals, he has scored season lows, like 2 points a game when he's scoring 20, 30 points the rest of the weeks. I'm sitting Judy this week. Cincinnati seems to have their number, even with a weaker defense. Divisional matchups are always tougher, so I'm not going to go that route. Marvin Harrison Jr. should score your touchdowns. I'm worried about Xavier not scoring the touchdowns for the Chiefs because you got Travis Kelce still, you got Pacheco. Mahomes can still run the ball. They've got weapons all over the field, and Mahomes spreads that ball out. It's not like he's just pinpointing one person all the time. It's not Tyreek Hill anymore. So I'm going to go Marvin Harrison Jr. starting here because I feel like he could get the touchdown multiple times.
Yeah, with Worthy, I really do fear Marquise Hollywood Brown. I know last year he was hurt, but I don't see them going away from him and Kelce. They're going to run the ball a lot tonight. And I actually think that tonight they are going to try to just grind out those lines. You know that Harbaugh is going to want to grind it out. You're going to have some splash plays with Lad McConkey. And you're going to have some splash plays, obviously, with Kelce down the field, and maybe Xavier Worthy, but I don't see that happening. With Rice out and Marquise Brown healthy, I see them going with the veteran than over the sophomore player. So yeah, I would go with Marvin Harrison Jr. He's got to have some positive regression towards touchdowns. I don't think he was targeted inside the 10-yard line more than once last year. So that's how bad they were inside the red zone.
Yeah, not good. Sophomore season, I would expect him to have a bigger bump this year.
And they didn't add anybody.
No, they didn't add any competition to him. So, I mean, he's got Michael Wilson and Greg Dortch. Trey McBride would be the only one I would worry about stealing away touchdowns. But I think against a very bad New Orleans Saints team, this should be a no-brainer, in my opinion. Now, if you want any more start-sit questions, you should visit Pudge and I on Sunday, actually. This is a nice little segue, Pudge, because we are going to be doing a last-minute start-sit show with fantasy advice at 11 a.m. Eastern. You can catch us either right before the injury updates or right after all the injury updates. We'll be live until, we're not live anymore, or the game start. We'll see which one happens first. But I'll also be cooking. So we'll be doing a little cooking. We'll be doing a little start sit. Should be a fun time. Come watch me make nachos in my kitchen.
You're going to watch me eat something, but I don't know what it's going to be yet.
You're just like eating like ramen noodles or something like that. Some Hot Pockets. And
no.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Living that bachelor life.
You got the stadium nachos, just like the round tortilla chips with the nacho cheese. Just
no meat at all. No meat.
No. Some jalapenos. Just cheddar cheese and pickled jalapenos.
Oh yes. Breakfast of champions, that's what it'll be.
So thinking about IDP, yeah.
So back to that. Tonight you are going to want to pick up the nickel. Let me see. I have it pulled up here. 1 second. You're going to want to pull up third-year pro Chamari Connor tonight. He's going to have a big game. Chamari Connor's their nickelback, and with the Chargers and their run game, it's going to be a lot of Chamari. He had a lot of tackles last year. He had 77. That's a lot for a corner. So they trust him with that role. And tonight, if you are looking for a corner, and I don't normally advise to pick up corners because unless you got to start them,
Yeah.
that's over on MFL. You're going to want to start safeties, but a corner for a team like this or a team like Baltimore that they're going to face all these run plays, they will have a nice little floor for you going forward for the rest of the week. So yeah, Chamari Connor for tonight is my start for tonight. I mean, you're gonna have Chris Jones on many rosters and stuff like that, but I don't see anybody else that you could actually pick up and plug in there other than Chamari.
He's not rostered very much. In fact, he is ranked 328 of all DBs listed right now. So quite low. He's definitely available. It's interesting that you say his name though, because I mean he's ranked so low. He's listed as a backup corner, the nickel corner position. So that could be a interesting play there. Hopefully it works out. Yeah, I mean you weren't wrong about Nealon, so I'm gonna learn a lot just watching your show because this is my first like full IDP year where I'm playing IDP other than just like one IDP or anything like not super serious. So
week 1 is always a very very hit or miss week because you're trying to go off of everything from the year prior, looking at how many snap percentages and things like that nature. After week 1, we'll have a much better picture, and you should have some very, very active waivers that we'll talk about upcoming next week. So you got to stay tuned. But next week, we should be getting Nealon off the waivers this week, and then we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if Chamari is going to make it, but I hope so. I really do think he's going to have a big game.
Yeah.
What's that?
So since your show is on Fridays, it's way after the the big waiver wire push. We almost need to get you to write an article every week, like on Tuesdays, to publish IDP pickups for week 2.
If the people want it, the people will get it.
I want it. What are you talking about? I need it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, so
I can whip together pretty quick article.
Even just two players at each position that are out there that can be picked up in all the leagues. I think that would be it. Guys, agree with me here. We need some IDP articles.
I love IDP, and I love the following that's actually starting to get. Before, when I first started IDP, that not very many people were about that life and learning the defensive schemes. And it takes a lot. Like,
I'll be honest,
learning
I watch a lot of football because it's offensive scoring. Like I like the offensive side of football, unless it's the team I'm playing. Then of course, like give me some defense. But I don't know a whole lot about the defensive side. They talk about like schemes and stuff, and I'm just like, I have no idea what you were talking about. I was wrong, by the way. Chamari Connor is ranked 47th in DBs. I was looking at stats. That's why he was so low. He's 47th in DBs. He is projected 13.5 points tonight against the LA Chargers. So
there we go.
If you're comparing, that is only 0.1 less than Travis Hunter. So
yeah, I don't see Travis Hunter.
It's actually 0.1 projected more than Cooper DeJean. So I think that is a pretty good pickup that you mentioned. Cooper DeJean did score 7.5 points last night, so not super great. So hopefully he does score a lot better. So
going into our next one, it's going to be big. I am all for the LA Rams this weekend. They are dirt cheap on DFS if you want to go check those out. They're my start of the week for defenses. If you can go get the LA Rams The LA Rams are going to tear up Houston. Houston is going to try and throw the ball. They're going to make mistakes. CJ Stroud is as good as he is. He can't overcome the inaptitude of that offensive line that they just keep on giving pieces away. I know Laramie Tunsil. I don't know what he did or what he didn't do. I don't know if he's a poor locker room guy, but being a good coach, you should be able to turn those guys around. That's my belief. If you have guys that are on your team that are starting other places and doing a very good job, I think the Washington Commanders got a steal when they got Tunsil from Houston, but they've got a bunch of cast-offs on their offensive line, and that's why I've got Nico Collins so low this year. They can try and throw it to him, but I just don't see him being able to do very much with it. But if you've got Braden Fisk, start him. If you've got Jared Verse, start him. And then I would even start Kobe Turner. Kobe Turner had, I believe, 7 sacks last year. For a defensive lineman playing inside and outside, that's a pretty big ask. And in this in this game this weekend, they're going to be able to pin their ears back and just keep on going after the quarterback with Matthew Stafford. And then you got Puka over there, Devontae Adams, Kyren. They're going to run up the score pretty quick. And Houston's not going to be able to do much about it. So those guys, I absolutely would be pushing in there. A lot of people already have Jared Verse. He's probably 100% rostered, obviously. But Spates would be another one. Spates would be a guy that you could pick up and just shove into your lineup if you have anybody that's injured over the weekend. I didn't get caught up on all the injuries yet. They're still coming in, and they'll become more clear over the course of the year. Like I said, the first week of IDP is usually very, very hit or miss. But the big stuff is just go after the nickelbacks that are playing guys like Kyren, the guys that are playing Baltimore, guys that are playing the 49ers. You're going to want all those nickelbacks. Those guys are going to get a lot of tackles this week. And that's the only thing you can count on. Because if you look at last night, look at DeJean, right? Do not count on those free safeties. Do not count on those guys. Unless you got a hybrid like I can't think of his name. Oh. No, not Travis. No, a hybrid like hold on here a second.
Dory Jackson, maybe?
No. He got traded from Carolina this year. Sorry about this, guys.
Live research right here.
You're seeing it. I think he plays for.
While you're figuring that out, we're going to do a station identification. That's what they say on the radio when you're watching an NFL game. I'm sorry, listening to an NFL game. You can't watch the radio. You're listening to the IDP Show on Fantasy Now Plus. Be sure to check us out on YouTube. Subscribe if you have not. Subscribe, comment, like this show. All of that helps our the algorithms for us to get to more people to help them out. Don't miss our content. We're going to be here 7 days a week. We've got shows on Monday. Monday we have a reaction show over the weekend. Tuesday we have a waiver show. Wednesday we have a start sit show. Wednesday night we have a ranking show. Thursday we've got a DFS podcast. Fridays you have your IDP show. Saturday we have a dynasty show, and Sunday we have a last minute start sit show. So a lot of content throughout the season. Every week during this season, you will not want to miss it. Again, if you look below, we are partners with Underdog Fantasy. New customers play $5, get $50 in bonus funds after you play that first $5. But use promo code FN Plus. Link is in the description. Do not miss out. You're gonna walk away from some gimme money. You want that money? Just go get it. It's not that hard. You just make
some of the props,
Easy.
some of the prop bets that I was looking at. They look pretty no brainer.
Yeah. I mean, you're like, oh, this is gonna happen, and then you lose, but it's fine. But yeah, the entries are easy to make. They make it super fun. You don't even have to win the entire entry. You can play it safe and lose one of the parts and still win that pick, win that play. So the contests are very easy. It's easy. Just sign up today. And then right before you get there, we got one question. Start 2. Again, I know this is an IDP show, but we're gonna have the question, so we have to answer what the people want.
Oh yeah.
Start 2. Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman. Oh, you got both of those. Jacoby Myers and Ollie Gordon. I think Jacoby Myers is a must. You have to start Jacoby Myers. I don't think there's a feasible way I can possibly tell you not to start Jacoby Myers. Of course, Amari Cooper just retired again. Or I'm sorry, officially just retired. So that's something there. I think both Khalil Shakir and I'm double checking. Khalil Shakir and Keon Coleman have both been on the injury list this week. Coleman has a groin injury. Those always suck and can really limit the play. So they were limited in practice. Khalil Shakir has an ankle injury, but he's been a full participant. Ollie Gordon could get a heavy workload this weekend against the Indianapolis Colts, who have not won week 1 since 2013. And with Devon Achane, have been some weird injury issues. They say he's going to play, but
he's been limited all week.
He's been limited all off season. It's been crazy. And Tyreek Hill, has been limited all week, all off season as well. He's supposed to play. Jalen Waddle's going to be there. But Ollie Gordon could get some play here. But I'm cautious. I'm very overly cautious about just saying start Ollie Gordon. Let's
put this little caveat in there. What if you had AJ Brown last night and you needed to make up points?
Oh God. If you had AJ Brown, you're probably going to lose unless you make a splash play. I mean, that's the real thing. I have AJ Brown in leagues, and I'm probably going to lose those leagues because he scored me nothing last night. He got me, 1 reception? That's crazy.
One reception, 8 yards.
You need a splash play. The Indianapolis Colts have been awful in week 1. Forever.
Yeah.
I'd
take Myers and Gordon.
I would take Myers and Gordon also. It seems to be, you had George Pickens last night too. So you're just now
making some points.
Yeah.
And I think they brought in Gabe Davis because Coleman is more hurt than what they're saying.
Well, and Gabe Davis is out this week too. So
is he out? What?
I'm pretty
signed him.
I think he's out because he's
let
me just double check.
Off the couch.
Exactly. See, some of these players that come, he is listed as out for this weekend. And he's actually opening on the practice squad on the injured list. So he's not even on the 53-man roster. So I just realized I just picked him up in 3 leagues and he's on the practice squad. So I would definitely go Myers and Gordon. Yes, Kyle, go with that. That's my gut. Something tells me Khalil will probably be fine this weekend, but again, ankle injury all week. The Bills got the Ravens this week. That's going to be a tough matchup against that tough secondary.
Yeah.
I like Ollie Gordon against the Colts over Khalil Shakir against the Baltimore Ravens. What happened to DeAndre Swift? He's the only healthy running back in Chicago. That's all I can say. So he is going to get the workload this weekend.
You don't think DJ Moore is going to be the running back?
No.
I don't know. They got Roman Dunze. They got Luther Burden. They got Colson Loveland out there. They might as well throw DJ Moore some balls out of the backfield.
DeAndre Swift is going to be that running back.
Yeah,
I think it's ironic that David Montgomery went from the Bears to the Lions, and now you got a Lions offensive coordinator, now the coach of the Chicago Bears, who has an old Lion as their running back. So it's great. It's great.
Start Swift for sure.
Yeah. I would definitely start him. I will start him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So who is that player you were looking up?
So the only safeties that I'm starting this week, feeling confident about, is Brian Branch, Buda Baker, and then it's going to be Jeremy Chin and Derwin James. Jeremy Chin is the player I was looking for, but Jeremy Chin and Derwin James, they have that hybrid role. Other than those guys, I just wouldn't feel confident playing those other safeties if you have better options.
Yeah,
a lot of teams are going to come out playing it safe, running the ball. So,
would you start Kyle Hamilton this week? I mean, I feel like that's a no-brainer.
Kyle Hamilton
Buffalo
is
with
playing
no wide receivers. Buffalo. It's got Buffalo. They have no wide receivers. He's going to be having to play downfield a lot because of James Cook and Josh Allen. Could rack up some tackles.
Yeah.
He's also going in this week as DB3.
I just don't. I like Kyle Hamilton, but I don't see Buffalo not throwing the ball. I just don't. Like, it doesn't matter who's out there. They're going to throw the ball, and somebody's going to catch it, and they're going to win. I don't know how they do it every year, but seemingly, without Stephon Diggs last year, what'd they do? They got the ball to Khalil Shakir. I mean, name somebody else on that roster. Mac Hollins. These are gross names that they became household names at the end of the year because Josh Allen's going to Josh Allen. He's going to throw those deep balls.
Josh Palmer.
There you go.
Palmer season. There you go.
Former LA Charger.
Yeah, exactly. Kyle, double stacks are gross. I would never start two of the same player on the same team unless it's Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Devonta Smith, AJ Brown.
No, I wouldn't. No, not after last year. Not after last year.
Yeah. Okay, Jamar
2 years
Chase,
ago,
T. Higgins are probably the only two that I would start.
2 years ago, I would have done Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. And then Waddle had that off year in 2023 and 2024. He continued without Tua. They just wasn't involved. But yeah, double stacks are usually bad juju. I don't go that way, especially if it's for
Coleman.
DFS.
You don't really know what you're getting out of Keon Coleman.
Right. With a groin injury, Keon Coleman.
He hasn't been there yet. He hasn't shown me what he can do. Like, I have a lot of confidence in Keon Coleman, Florida State guy. I love him, but this next question, DeAndre Swift or Caleb Johnson? I'm gonna say DeAndre Swift because Caleb Johnson is RB3 going.
He's listed third on the depth chart.
Jets. So I don't like that for him. I would 100% start DeAndre Swift. I can't trust a rookie that can't get to RB1 status in week one. If he was
Swift
RB1,
can break those off.
Okay. And Swift can break that. I mean, I like Swift. Swift is great. And
he's a great RB2.
He's also exactly. And I'm assuming this is not going to be your RB1 slot, because if it was,
I really hope not.
You got bigger problems than DeAndre Swift or
you need to trade
Johnson. But people forget DeAndre Swift has never finished as a not starting running back in fantasy football. We're talking back in 2020, RB 18, 15, 21, 20, 19. That is a very, very consistent RB2 on your team. Period.
Yep.
You can get a lot of hate, but dude he just starts. I mean, he just starts.
He's gonna get the points. He's gonna get the receptions.
He will piss you off. He will aggravate you to no other extent.
He's a great flex play.
He's gonna get you your points. He's gonna get points. That's the thing.
He will get you a point or two. And then I do have another start. If you can, I don't know, Jack Campbell, I'm trying to see what his roster percentage is, but it should be 100%. Jack Campbell is going to go against that guy named Josh Jacobs, and they're going to run the ball against Detroit without Detroit's interior linemen. Those guys will get eaten up by Jack Campbell this year. Jack Campbell is taking over for Anzalone. He started it last year in the playoffs. Last year, Anzalone went out with the broken forearm. But prior to that, he started taking 100% of the snaps. And that's what you're going to want to look at. Those guys in the back end of the year that they started getting 100% of the snaps over some of the household names. And that was one of the guys that everybody thought he had a slow learning. He wasn't catching on as fast. That wasn't the case. They just were so good with Anzalone, and then Anzalone slowly started to taper off. Anzalone's not very good against the run. He's more of a zone coverage guy. He's pretty good in coverage compared to Jack Campbell. But Jack is now the middle linebacker for the Detroit Lions, and you should pick him up against the Packers this week. It's going to be a good matchup, and he'll have a lot of tackles. I don't think he'll get a sack, but he could have a pass defense, one or two, trying to go to Tucker Kraft because Jaden Reed stinks against the Lions. He does. Look at his. He gets one or two catches, and it's like always behind the line of scrimmage. So
he's rostered in 28% of leagues. He did have a pretty decent season last year, coming from the bench basically. But no, he's a better run. He's got better run defense than he does the pass rush.
But yeah, he's not gonna be sexy against them.
Yeah. I'm just looking at some of his grades on PFF, and he's got a pretty good rush defense, pretty good tackle, pretty good overall defense, and pretty good coverage. Just that the pass rush is his weakness there. So, but if you can get a run stopper for a linebacker, I mean that's pretty solid.
And then you're obviously going to start others from that game. Quay Walker on the other side of the ball. He's going to be pretty good. Lions are going to try and run the ball. I believe that it's going to be a David Montgomery type game. But watch Quay Walker. He'll produce at a top 10 level this week. I don't know about the rest of the week, or the rest of the season, but against the Lions, he'll have a good game. And then Brian Branch obviously is in your lineup. He should never leave it.
No, Brian, no.
Yeah, I think he's the number one overall safety.
Yeah,
now. So.
Right now, yeah, I agree there. So as we're wrapping up, Pudge, what game are you looking forward to the most this weekend?
Aside from my Lions and Packers,
outside of the
Lions. I really want to see the Chicago offense. I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah,
I want to see the Patriots. I want to see how they utilize that offense and that backfield. I want to know what Travion Henderson's going to do. I know that's not IDP talk, but that's what I want to see.
Hey, I mean, I would like to see what he ends up doing too, because there's been a lot of talk about Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson and how's that snap count going to work. And then also, I mean, Tom Brady technically going back up against his former team, the New England Patriots, with the
he wants to stick it to him.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously is going to be calling a game later that day. But probably the Seattle San Francisco game actually is where he's going to. So he's going to be in Seattle, not even in New England, obviously. But no, those should be good games. Obviously, I want to see the Bengals play the Browns and just stick it to them. I want to see the Bengals finally do well to start a season and not lose a game. Please. But I can't even watch it because I'm in Indianapolis. So I'm going to be watching the Colts game apparently. And that's it. So other than that, the Buffalo-Baltimore game is going to be exciting. That's always an exciting matchup on Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football is my favorite game of the week in general. I always will watch at least half of Sunday Night Football before going to bed. But like you said, the Bears-Vikings game is going to be fun. See J.J. McCarthy out there for the first time slinging it to Justin Jefferson, J.J. to J.J. Yeah. What is that Bears offense? Is that offense fixed?
What does it
Bears
look like?
Offense finally going to be the thing that it's supposed to be? Is Caleb Williams finally going to be living up to his expectations? We'll see. I'm excited for that. So we should have two very good primetime games. They started us off with some very, very good primetime games this season.
Last night, I'm not a Cowboys fan. I don't enjoy watching them, but it was a very good game. Contrary to what I thought it was going to be. It was a without the lightning
up until the storm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good game up until the storm. And then nobody scored after that. So
I'm pretty excited to see Omarion Hampton only take 50% of the running back snaps. And people are going to be down on that. Same thing with RJ Harvey and J.K. Dobbins. J.K. is going to take 60% of those snaps, and people are going to be so angry week one.
The only difference between RJ Harvey and Omarion Hampton, though, is that I feel like Omarion Hampton still has the ability to be the RB1 on that team.
Oh, he should be. It's not about what he should be or shouldn't be. It's about what Harbaugh's going to allow.
Is that guy, though?
Yeah.
I'll just say
their offensive coordinators only had LaShawn McCoy, Frank Gore, and Mark Ingram for Baltimore. Those are the only three running back ones he's ever had. And guess what? They've never been running back one overall. So Omarion Hampton is a big fade for me just for where his ADP is at. I think he's going to do great. Bijan light year, but he's not going to be a running back one. I'm talking about Bijan's rookie year when he was back.
Yeah, obviously Bijan is absolutely crazy. Yeah. So Bijan's finally living up to, or not finally. Bijan was RB9 his rookie season, which was not a great season for him, all Arthur things Smith considered. But Arthur Smith, 4 touchdowns on the ground, 4 in the receiving game, but 14 his sophomore year is absolutely bananas. So that's exactly where we expected him. Who would have thought, Gibbs and Robinson coming out the same season, and everybody's like, Bijan Robinson. It's the only guy out there. Why did the Lions draft Jahmyr Gibbs? That was me.
Yeah,
why did the Lions
draft
Jahmyr Gibbs? Yeah, they
had the option to take Bijan, and they chose not to. They chose to grab an extra pick, and that's what they got Penei Sewell with.
Oh, yeah. So it's one of those situations where it's like, I love Gibbs, by the way. Like, Gibbs is, oh my God, I love Jahmyr Gibbs now. Sure. But at that time, I was like, you have DeAndre Swift, you just got David Montgomery, and now you draft Jahmyr Gibbs? What?
Mm-hmm. It worked. It worked. But I wish Omarion Hampton the best, but his freshman year, his rookie year, is not going to be what everybody expects it to be, unfortunately.
No, I don't think so.
I remember a running back coming out of. I remember a running back coming out of North Carolina that went to the Denver Broncos that was really good. Well, he's the running back one on the season right now.
He is. He's on pace for 34 touchdowns this year. So, I mean, just saying, it's a lot less than the 170 he started out with, but two
absolutely.
back-to-back touchdowns to start the season. Yeah, no, that's the exact vibes. I was like, Omarion Hampton, this sounds like Javonte Williams 2.0.
It's got that dirty feel to it.
But he's going to a team that actually likes to run the ball. So
Denver did too.
Did they though?
They like to run it so much that they tore their ACLs off. Denver with who was their coach? Obviously, it wasn't Peyton. It was
oh God. Yeah, you're
not Gary Kubiak.
No. He just coached last night. Nope, wrong way. Vic Fangio. Vance Joseph, then Vic Fangio.
Yeah.
And Nathaniel Hackett.
Oh, well, we found the turd. Because that guy, he's got coaching for dummies on the sideline, and the opposing coach has the playbook too. So it's bad. Aaron Rodgers made him a household name and got him paid. So.
He did. Did Drew Brees make Sean Payton a household name? Did Tom Brady make Bill Belichick a household name?
Now that's debatable, right? Because
where's the lie? Tom Brady leaves, the Patriots suck.
Well, that's not completely true because Drew Bledsoe was leading them deep, and they were in the playoffs, and they had a really good team. Now, Brady was just so much better than Bledsoe, but Sean Payton, without a Hall of Fame quarterback, Drew Brees, I don't know. It's one of those TBDs, Bo Nix, could be the second coming. So. And I will have a cheese pizza. No, thank you, Zach. Cheese pizza.
Zach, thank God. I was looking for you. I was like, what is today's national day? National Cheese Pizza Day. So coming in late, coming in hot at the end. But yeah, Pudge, I think that wraps up today's show.
So normally we'll have the injury report, waivers, and so it won't be so
chaotic,
willy-nilly. It'll be a lot more structured.
This is the
first week. This is
season premiere. Season premiere. We don't know what we're talking about yet. Nobody's played except for like 5 people. But no, and you'll have an actual intelligent person with you next week with Josh Kimmel. So I'm subbing in tonight because Josh is in Las Vegas, apparently losing his money. So let's hope he can make it back home with something. But yeah, be sure to subscribe to our channel, guys. Fantasy Now Plus. We will be here 7 days a week with 8 shows weekly. We got all of our content, fantasynowplus.com. You can see our rankings. You can see all of our content. We have DFS plays. We have underdog plays. We have all of this stuff all on our website, fantasynowplus.com. And again, everywhere on social media is Fantasy Now Plus. You can catch Pudge on, I believe, X and Blue Sky. You can catch me on Blue Sky. That's about it. You can catch the show everywhere, all over social media. So catch those things. And then again, if you have not signed up for Underdog yet, and you've never done it, new customers get $50 bonus funds if you play once you play your $5 using FN Plus as your promo code. The link is in the description. Be sure to do that. But Pudge, you got anything else?
You're good, man. I'm pumped for this game tonight, and I can't wait.
Yeah,
we'll have more to talk about, and then we'll have some waivers on Tuesday that we can run with. We'll have an article.
Yeah, check it out. Check out Pudge's article on Tuesday. I'm going to hold him to it now because he said he's gonna do it. So that's how you
I'll
get people
do
to
it.
do stuff for you. But guys, until tomorrow at 4 p.m. for our Dynasty and 30 show.
I'll be there.
Peace out. We'll get and Pudge will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. Sunday at 11 a.m. and next week at 6:30 p.m. on Friday. Pudge is just going to be everywhere this week, guys. But yeah, catch us tomorrow 4 p.m. with Will and Pudge talking about Dynasty football. But until then, guys, we out.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you watch or listen to podcasts. We'll be back next week for more ways to win your league.